why do some people build wealth while others work just as hard and still struggle with money? Most people assume it's luck or that wealthy people simply work harder. But that's not what the research shows. So instead of making another video full of money tips, I looked at the research. I dug into a 5-year study that followed 233 self-made wealthy people and compared them with 128 people living in poverty, along with university research on what actually helps people achieve their goals. Turns out it isn't luck. It comes down to 10 simple habits backed by real research. And stick around for number 8, because you've probably heard the famous Harvard goal-setting study. The only problem is, the version everyone repeats isn't true. So let's start with the first and arguably the most important habit. 1. Pay yourself first. If there's one habit you take away from this video, make it this one. Before you pay your rent, your bills, or anyone else, pay yourself first. Set aside part of every paycheck for savings or long-term investing before you spend a single pound. Most people do the exact opposite. They pay everyone else first, then save whatever's left. And usually, there's nothing left. In one study of self-made millionaires, every single person saved at least 10% of their income, and 95% saved 20% or more. That isn't luck. It's a system. But protecting your money is only half the battle, because even people who save can still stay broke if they make the mistake in habit number 2. Live below your means. There's a name for it. Lifestyle inflation. You get a raise. So you upgrade your car, move into a bigger house, take more expensive holidays. Before long, you're earning more than ever, but your bank account looks exactly the same. Researchers found that constantly upgrading your lifestyle is one of the biggest reasons people never build real wealth. Instead of increasing your spending every time your income grows, increase your investments. Your future self will thank you. But even if you save consistently and avoid lifestyle inflation, one thing can quietly destroy all of your progress: debt. 3. Eliminate high-interest debt. Not all debt is bad, but high-interest debt, especially credit card debt, is like running on a treadmill. No matter how hard you work, you barely move forward. The research found that nearly 90% of low-income individuals carry credit card debt, compared to less than 5% of wealthy people. Every month you pay high interest. Your money is working against you instead of for you. Before trying to build wealth, stop the leak first. Now, once you've stopped losing money, the next step is making sure one unexpected event doesn't wipe out everything you've built. 4. Build an emergency fund. Life happens. Your car breaks down. You lose your job. An unexpected bill lands in your inbox. Without an emergency fund, one bad month can become a financial disaster. That's why most financial planners recommend keeping 3 to 6 months of living expenses somewhere you can access quickly. It's not exciting, but it's one of the smartest financial decisions you'll ever make. Now that you've protected your money, it's time to make it grow. And that's where most people get investing completely wrong. 5. Start investing early. When I say investing, I don't mean putting all your savings into crypto, day trading, or high-risk futures hoping to get rich overnight. I'm talking about long-term investing, consistently investing over years and letting compound growth do the heavy lifting. One investor in the Millionaire study turned a $250,000 investment into roughly $2.5 to $3 million over 30 years, simply by staying invested. That's the power of time. If you enjoy trading, that's fine. Just keep it separate from your long-term investments. Building wealth and chasing short-term trades are two completely different games. But relying on investments alone still leaves you vulnerable, because wealthy people rarely depend on just one source of income. 6. Build multiple income streams. One paycheck is good. 2 is better. 3 is even better. Research found that around 65% of self-made millionaires had at least 3 different sources of income. That could be investments, a side business, rental income, or royalties. Multiple income streams don't just make you wealthier, they make you more resilient. If one income disappears, the others keep working. And finally, there's one habit that ties everything together. Without it, most people never stay consistent long enough to see results. 7. Write down your goals and track them. You've probably heard the famous story that Harvard graduates who wrote down their goals earned 10 times more money. It's a great story. There's just one problem. It never happened. But there was a real study. Researchers found that people who wrote down their goals and reported their progress every week were far more likely to achieve them than those who simply kept their goals in their heads. The lesson isn't that writing magically creates success. It's that clarity and consistency do. At the end of the day, building wealth isn't about finding one secret investment or one lucky break. It's about building the right habits and repeating them long enough for the results to compound.